Do you want to know what somebody suggested to me the other day? They suggested I do a what's in my bag video. So I decided I would do one today. I clearly have not been around because I've clearly been dealing with some less than favorable issues at home and in life and in general, so we're getting a handle on it. Trauma. We all have it. We all try to push it down and lock it away and put it in a little bag and forget about it. Since somebody had suggested that I show you what's in my bag, I decided that I will unpack my bags while I unpack some personal trauma, if you guys don't mind. So, first up, this one. So basically the idea is to kind of show you what I keep in all of my little purses and on my little purses while I talk about some personal bullshit. There is nothing in this wallet. I buy things with the intent of using them and then I just don't use them. So I think what I'll talk about, there's a couple of things that I think I'll just go ahead and start with, like, friendship trauma. You ever make friends or have friends for a really long amount of time and you think, or even a short amount of time, and you think you're close and then they just kind of like, I think in my adult life, I've lost the amount of times, how many times I've been ghosted by people that I loved very deeply, and that caused some serious trauma. You think you're like family, you think you're together forever, like we're besties, we're friends. There's not like, we're choosing to have each other's in our lives so that we have some company. Why on earth would anybody ever want to not have that? But then they go and they cut you off, even if you've known each other for like 14 years, It's just like, bye, see you later, peace. I'm not going to tell you why. I'm not going to tell you that it was you because I feel too bad and like not secure enough in myself to say, hey, this isn't working out for me and we just don't like get on anymore like we used to. Instead, they just like disappear from your life forever and leave you asking questions and wondering why and being heartbroken. Don't worry, this happened over a year ago now. Personally, it's just, theme of the video, unpacking some trauma, letting you guys get to know me. Shout out if you've ever had a bestie just ghost you after knowing them for most of your life. This is just face spray, but I put it in this little tiny bottle and I never use it either. I just like to have purses full of things in case I need to take them. This, I always forget I have it. It's for me to use so that I don't pick at my hands because I have intense anxiety, and this actually helps me not pick my flesh off of my body. And if I could just take a step back to the friend thing, it sucks. And if you've ever been through that, fuck 'em, girl. Because let me tell you, I'm so sick and tired of like chasing after these friends and just like having my heart broken because I like fall for people. I have a little metal ball from my job in this purse and I've never even taken this purse to work. You fall for people in the platonic way, especially when you're emotional like me. If you're emotional, you get attached to people and then they just like, it sucks so bad. Oh no, my light. This video is gonna need so much editing, bro. It sucks so bad when people think that they can control the narrative when, I mean, realistically they can in their lives, but it would be nice if less people were cowards and actually opened up to the people that they want to cut off in their life. I think it would save a lot of trauma from a lot of people if you just broke up with them instead of just ghosting them because you're too scared and you don't want to, and it'll be really hard and I can't do it. It leaves broken people behind. And I'm not talking about toxic people. I'm not talking about people who screw you over. I'm definitely not talking about shady fucking dudes or girls trying to like hit you up. That's not what I'm talking about. Ghost them to your heart's content. I'm talking about people that are supposed to be your friends and then like they love to do that to the weirdos, don't they? People love to use you as an accessory because you're like cute and quirky and different, and then when they realize the like instability that comes with that. They're like, oh God, this is a little too weird for me, because, you know, they wanted a weird, like, interesting, different, bestie. And that sounds like I'm tooting my own horn. I'm not. I don't have any horns to toot, okay? It's super interesting that people love to find the quirky ones and then wear us like little accessories, like the ones that I put on my purse here. That's the first one. Next, trauma. I think the next major one that I want to talk about is family trauma, because, oh, Lord knows I got a lot of it. And more specifically, trauma related to your past, unlocking things that maybe you didn't know or realize as a kid were as bad as they were. We got a lot of nails, again, to prevent me from picking out my hands. I hate to waste the plastic, but they're really helpful when you don't want to hurt yourself. This is a tire place. I'm not going to show you the number, because then you'll be able to find me. Yeah, family who knows they've hurt you a lot, and I don't know why I showed you a swatch of the fat Sharpie. But family that knows that they've hurt you and you've discussed thoroughly with them, they think that you owe them something, especially when you're like close family, like not like you guys are close, but the kind of family where like it's direct family. I might keep that on. That's so cute. And there's the other one. Should I put both of them on? Let's see if it looks cute. Family that just destroyed you as a human being, and then like now that they're older and they're contemplating on their existence and they think that their kids, their family members, should beg and cater to their every whim and just like get down on their knees and be like, oh, you are the light in the way, and whatever the fuck they say, even though they like abused you. Isn't that crazy that families do that? Wink wink, if you know what I'm saying. Isn't that fun? That leaves a lot of trauma, because like, just in my opinion, once you're an adult and you are healing your traumas and you are going through them and processing them, you don't owe anyone shit. You really don't. You don't have to go over to their house. You don't have to take their phone calls, and you don't have to take the bullying or the lack of respect for human beings and their existence. This is fun. I have so many random things in here. I have giant spikes. I have little craft crystals and a wig cap. I only have one wig, and I wore it for Halloween like 2 years ago. Nail polish. Pop It Heart. I didn't know I had this. No comment. That's 2 down. Should I do religious trauma next? Yeah, let's go for religious trauma. This bag is going to be disappointing, I can tell you that much, because I usually keep eyeshadows in here, and it's, you bastards. Anyway, this is a bracelet from Creator Clash that doesn't work anymore. This is a bracelet, MCR. I'm not okay. I never wear bracelets very often because they're kind of uncomfortable. I wanted to show you before I forget. This right here, I don't want to take it off, is a Digimon Tamagotchi. Yes, and it doesn't really work that well. We got it from Target for like $6. It's not easy to use like an old Tamagotchi. I'd rather have one of those little egg-shaped ones. It doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and I think you need to buy other parts of a set, and I was like, no, fuck that shit. So let's unbox that religious trauma. Could you imagine like a little Jesus ghost just like floated out of here? If I had any editing skills, I would do that. Wow, we've got this guy. So religious trauma is super interesting. It looks like I'm a fidget toy person. I'm not. This is used for donating plasma to like sell my blood to the government. Religious trauma. It's great. It's fun. I was watching Brittany Broski's interview with Anthony Padilla the other day, and she said it perfectly. You're raised this specific way with all these morals and values and like beliefs, and this is covered in cat hair, so I'm gonna put that back. And when you get out of that, you're just like, it's like a culture shock. You just realize that that's a whole bunch of bullshit, in your opinion, or at least in your beliefs, whatever your beliefs are, when you leave your faith that you were raised upon, and like every aspect of your being and your family was centered around God or religion. Oh boy, let me tell you, that's so much fun. I need a break. It's just crazy, because even once the threats of eternal hellfire and damnation are gone from your mind, you are still in this like loop of, am I a good person? What does it mean to be a good person? What does all of this mean? And there's so much damage left behind from that. You have to do so much soul searching to like figure out what your purpose is here, or even if you want one. It's not gonna say what I was going to say because I have a filter, but there's certain aspects of religion that I wish would die with the old times, and that's all I'm gonna say. You won't get any more out of me. It's time to get serious with this last one, bitches. Relationship trauma. This is also probably my favorite purse, and I bought him literally 2 years ago at the flea market that I'm gonna take you to, and I still haven't trimmed him so that you can actually see his little face. It's a cat, of course, and it's so cute. It kind of looks like Kirby, but I never use it because every cheap purse comes with these chains, and they're terrible, and they hurt, and they pull your hair out, and they smell bad. If you know where to get purse straps, just like straps, hit me up, because I've looked at guitar straps and they're expensive. I have a necklace on here because I use my purses to like store all of my stuff. Wedding gloves. Relationship trauma is really interesting because I was in a very abusive relationship, 7 years ago now, and the damage is still there every single day of my life. One thing that they don't tell you that emotional abuse does to you is destroy your confidence. I put the gloves on, then I had a hard time pressing play. It really affects people. There's things like Stockholm syndrome, the ability, like the lack of ability to be able to like get out on your own. There's the trauma that comes from the emotional, physical, or psychological abuse that comes with being with abusive people. There's just so many things that you'd think would be gone when the person leaves the relationship, and that's not how it works. Shout out to you, piece of shit. They're still out there being a piece of shit. I bet, I guarantee it, and still stalking my shit because that's what they've done with like every one of their exes since high school. And it's a small town that we come from. And these are different little gloves, and that's all we have inside of here, and that's everything. Oh, spiky beanie. I bought this off Amazon for my husband, and it came in such poor condition that I had to hand sew every single spike on there. So let me get closer to you guys. Hold on. So basically, I just wanted to try something different with you guys and open up to you and do something other than just like a what's in my bag, because I know my bags are kind of boring. Tell you some stories, tell you about some things, talk about some trauma, and the main conclusion of the video that I wanted to make. I think that it is really important to not only like express that trauma or not feel it, but process it. Process it is a good word. As an adult who by no means lives a perfectly comfortable life, but is in a safe space, it has helped me so much to go through all of that trauma. And then there's of course more that I wouldn't talk about or haven't talked about in this video. This was just like a light sprinkling. So it is important, especially once you're grown and on your own, to work through it and let it go and move forward and do what you can. There's worse traumas out there. There's easier traumas out there. And I hope, if anything, at least maybe you don't feel so alone right now, knowing that there's so many other people out there who deal with the same things that you do and the same bullshit. On that note, what's been going on with me is a whole lot of more bullshit, neighbor bullshit, bill bullshit, all that kind of stuff. And it has been such a pain in the ass. That's why I disappear. That's why I don't film every week or whatever, because I'm like just kind of having emotional breakdowns and just not doing well. I have been practicing singing, even though my computer's broken, guys. I've been practicing so much. Genuinely hope I'm getting better. Wish I could make music. So I'm just like, while my computer is broken, I'm just like, fuck, I'm gonna just sing and practice singing and practice singing because I can't make any beats. And please follow my SoundCloud here if you want, and my Tumblr here, and I'm going to be trying to work on a Discord. I have a few surprises coming, but I don't want to talk about them yet. But the summertime I really wanted to utilize and get this like really going, have a schedule, and my creative projects more. Hopefully we can get there, guys. It takes a lot, especially when you're dealing with stressors at home. So I guess it's time for me to go. I hope you liked this. I'm going to go spend the unimaginable amount of time editing this, and I will see you guys soon. As always, I love you, and let me know what you want to see in the next video or whatever. I don't know. Every time I don't do this, it's been like a week, and then I keep rambling, and it's just a kind of a mess. So I love you, and I'm gonna go now.